very helpful in reading things to me that my computer won't read for whatever reason. I think because it's recalcitrant, but anyway. And I just want to thank the people here that have been very helpful, and I know it's an ongoing thing, and we're going to get it straightened out. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara. Mike.
Good evening, Council, Mayor. I'm Mike Reinhardt, P.O. Box 97, Washougal. I'll just make a fast statement as far as Resolution 926, and that I am in favor of the amendments. I feel it'll help both the city, the core area, and the economic process. Also, I am in favor of deferment of some of your impact fees, too. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Any other members of the public? Mr. Rothschild.
Good evening. My name is Mike Rothschild. I'm at 736 Sunset Ridge Drive in Washougal. And thank you for allowing me to speak again this evening. The topic I want to speak about for a couple of minutes here is the story that came out, made both the front page of Clark County section of the Columbia newspaper and the front page of the Post-Record in the last couple of weeks. And I imagine probably all of you are aware of the story, that after nearly 6 months of digging, the Washington State Auditor's Office has completed a special investigation of missing revenue from city-sponsored events in Washougal, but was unable to determine what happened to more than $100,000. So the story is getting obviously more attention again because of this conclusion of that report. One of my main reasons for speaking tonight is actually to commend our mayor, Sean Gard, because he's asked the county sheriff's office to launch a criminal investigation, which has already begun to get answers from people unwilling to cooperate with state auditors. One thing that really stuck out to me with the story was the main vendor of these events, city-sponsored events, the Columbia River Productions, declined to provide auditor's office with records. And I hope in this criminal investigation that's started now that this is looked into. I mean, subpoenas, whatever it takes. I'm not an attorney, but this, I mean, to me, this is outrageous that they wouldn't even provide information about this. According to Sean Gard, he said, he mentioned of our former mayor, Mayor Sellers, Stacy Mellers. She listed Columbia River Productions, according to Sean Gard, as an employer on her annual state financial declaration filed with the State Public Disclosure Commission. I'll just say that I agree with Sean Gard. I'll just put it in his words according to the paper. Quote, I agree with this, what Sean Gard said. Quote, the information that the former Washougal mayor was employed by the major company involved with the special events certainly appears to violate a number of conflict of interest policies and raises more concerns about how things transpired, he said. And, you know, I agree with that, and I hope they look into this, both with this Columbia River Productions and any connections that our former mayor, Stacy Sellers, had with them. Now, I know that, you know, not to just be negative about things, I'm quite aware that the city has made policy and procedural changes to prevent for this type of thing from happening in the future, such as a lodging tax advisory committee, which if you remember, I spoke about at the last meeting, and I give them credit for these changes. But the fact still remains that over $100,000 could go a long way, especially in a city this size. I can see why people are really angry. I've talked to a few people. I don't know that many people in the city, but I have talked to a few people about this, and they're not happy at all about this. I'm not happy about it. $100,000, over $100,000. I know it's a windy city here. It's a windy area, but it doesn't just get blown away. I think making it even worse, it just came out, the February figures, the official unemployment figures For Clark County, it went up for February. Those are the latest figures. It's now at an official rate of 14.8%. That's much higher than the state of Washington. It's one of the highest counties now in the state. 14.8, I mean, this is like levels of Michigan. That just makes it even worse when people, the taxpayers, the residents of the city, see this kind of thing going on where $100,000 is not accounted for. And these are certainly tough times, especially in this county. So anyway, that's basically what I want to talk about. And the main thing I want to say is really giving our Mayor Sean Gard a lot of credit, not only for this, but other things. A lot of these changes, these reforms, which I do like, he had a lot to do with it. And I give the city council members too, a lot, which I have in the past. I think you all know that, a lot of credit for the changes. But I certainly hope this matter of over $100,000 still missing, not knowing where it is, I hope there's some conclusion of this in this criminal investigation that's taking place. I'm going to try to keep up with it and see what happens. And I think, I imagine a lot of the voters, the people in the city, want to know what happened to it. And anyway, that's mostly what I want to talk about. I thought it's a very important issue, and it's getting a lot of press attention. It's not making our city look very good. There are good things going on in the city which do make the city look good, but this certainly is not one of them. And I thank you for all of your time.
Thank you, Mr. Rothschild. Any other members of the public wishing to speak? Martha.
Martha Martin, Washougal, and I guess this is on the heels of two people talking about things happening that are related to audit processes, and that good things for Washougal is that Concerned Citizens in Action, I know you all know, so this is an announcement for the public. We are hosting a public meeting on Wednesday, April 14th at 6:30 in Washburn Auditorium. Our guest speaker will be Brian Sontag, the Washington State Auditor, and I think that's pretty stupendous. He's coming here to Washougal. And every government official and their staff in Clark County has been invited to this event. We're hoping that the citizens get a chance to meet those people that are their officials at this event because they have been invited, and that Washougal shows up in support because this is about your government. And he's going to be talking about audit processes for local governments and the Washington State whistleblower law, which has to do with citizens and government employees' protections when they want to voice their concerns and not worry about losing their jobs. Its anonymity is kept. So he's going to be talking about this. It's a free event, and all public and citizens, same thing, are invited, as well as all of you and all of you. So I hope to see you there. Thank you.
Thank you, Martha. Any other members of the public wishing to speak? Going into the regular agenda, I've got the minutes for the council meeting for March 15th.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we approve the council minutes for March 15th.
Second.
I've got a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I have the workshop minutes for March 22, 2010.
Mr. Mayor, I move we approve the workshop minutes for March 22nd.
Second. I've got a motion and a second for approval. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And the workshop minutes for March 29th, 2010.
Mr. Mayor, I move we approve the workshop minutes for March 29th, 2010.